Everybody talks about first generational wealth, but no one talks about first generational property owners. Hi, my name's Manda Walker and I'm the mortgage coach. And today I really want to talk about everybody deserves a right to own their own home. Now, there are a lot of people out there that have never owned property before, and their parents didn't own, their grandparents, and they're not 100% sure on how to do it. What does it involve? Where do you even start? That's what I'd like to talk about today. I'd like to first tackle why own your own property. If your family is always rented and you'd be the first person to own, is it even worth it? Now, what I'd like to say is owning your own property is an investment. And the great thing about having an investment is if anything happens, you've got something there. If you need to sell it, you can sell it. If you need to borrow against it, you can borrow against it. You can use it as collateral. That's the one thing. You have an asset. The other thing is you're not paying someone else's mortgage. While you're renting, you're literally giving someone else money so they can pay their mortgage. Or if it's council, obviously, so it's profits for them, really. Why not pay your own mortgage? And if you do it right, you can sometimes pay off your mortgage in as little as 7 to 10 years if you do it right. And then you're not paying interest for a long period of time. Now, why wouldn't you want to buy your own home? I think it's a great thing. I myself bought my first property when I was 22. And yes, it was daunting, and yes, it was scary. And I was probably the youngest of my peers to buy. But I really didn't want to keep on paying someone else's mortgage and renting. I didn't see the logic in it. So I worked hard and I actually was able to buy that property. But I really wish that I'd had someone like myself to give me more advice, explain how to save a deposit, explain how the buying process is, explain how to improve my credit. Now, as you can see, I've got quite a lot of videos on this channel that do a lot of information on how it all works. So by all means, watch the videos. But if you need a little bit more care and a little bit more someone to work with you, I would like to say, then I do have a membership called Get Mortgage Ready. And not only does it have access to a lot more than the videos, it does have its own masterclasses, a catalogue of information and courses that you can get information from. But I also come on every other week and give you coaching, and there's also a community. So a lot more people that are also getting mortgage ready who you can talk to and bounce ideas off and see where you are. Now, I've had a lot of clients over the years who have come to me and they really didn't understand how the process works. They didn't understand that when you're buying your property, 3-6 months before, you should be working on improving your credit. You should be working on your bank statements. And what I mean by that is not living in your overdraft, to name one of the things. You should understand the buying process, understand when to start looking for property, understand how much deposit do you need, understand what loan to value is and how much it can make a difference in interest rates depending on whether you put down a 5% deposit, a 10% deposit, or 20% depending. So I have that Get Mortgage Ready membership, which I'll put in the chat so you can actually join if it's something that you're of interest. Or as I said, there are so many videos on the YouTube channel that will give you advice. But what I would say is there's nothing wrong with being the first. So as I said, everybody talks about first generational wealth, but no one talks about first generational property. And owning a property is a great thing. I mean, I won't want to worry you or put too much on your plate, but once you own one property, it doesn't stop you from owning another. You know, you can buy your first property and then you can buy an investment property to have a buy-to-let, and someone else can be renting a property that you own and they're giving you money. Wouldn't that be nice to pay for your mortgage? So there you've got a property, someone else is living in it, and they're actually giving you money every month and you're using it to pay the mortgage. Wouldn't that be great? So not only do you think about becoming a property owner, as in a property for you to live in, but also think about being a landlord, a property that you could purchase and have it as an investment. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. And as I said, if you really are the first in your family, you don't know how it all works, and you really do need some help, please click on the link and find out more from the Get Mortgage Ready membership. Thank you.